Oh, I felt that one on my back. All right, we gotta talk about Windows 11. What's going on, everybody? Kwaku here. Most of you all notice that I've been pretty silent about talking about Windows 11 in terms of the features and in terms of what I like, don't like, and things like that. Yeah, I did the two videos in the past, those test videos on the things I like and don't like. But like, it's officially released now, and I haven't actually talked about it really too much. And in fact, videos have been kind of scarce on the channel lately for other things. This video just needed to come out. As you can tell, I haven't even changed from gym clothes yet, so I just needed to get this off my chest. I've got a few things that I wanted to. This is going to be a rambly one to address with Windows 11, the elephant in the room in terms of what I don't like about it. This is going to be pretty much a pretty negative video. So if you really, really like Windows 11 and you don't want to hear negative things, this video might not be for you. Now, the first thing is the obvious one, and I'm starting with the taskbar. I don't like it. I don't like the new taskbar experience at all. Where things are and stuff just kind of don't make sense. Things that you can do in the taskbar don't make sense. There's just some annoyances. When I'm editing a video, oftentimes what I do is I use my file explorer and I drag a file into the taskbar over the application that I want to put that file into. So like an image, I want to drag an image from my file explorer to, say, Premiere Pro or Final Cut, or sorry, not Final Cut, or DaVinci Resolve, and then I can just drag it into the timeline from there. But then with Windows 11, I have to rethink that whole process and realize that, hey, I can't do that. I have to actually have DaVinci Resolve already open and then drag the image into Resolve like while it's already open, instead of just it being minimized and going through that process. That's a minor thing. It might sound kind of petty that I don't like that, but I know I've heard a lot of people talk about that taskbar issue of dragging icons and dragging things into the taskbar. It's just annoying at that point. Another thing with the taskbar, speaking of dragging, is the default apps. Now, I'm looking at my computer right now, right? And the default apps being obviously the start menu, which obviously I don't expect to be able to move around, but search, the task view, the widgets, the chat app, the Microsoft Teams chat app, all of those default icons that come for everyone's machines as soon as they turn it on, you can't move them around on your taskbar. You can't arrange them on your taskbar in a different order or move them somewhere else. You can only remove them from your taskbar. And as of the recent builds of Windows 11, I'm not sure if it's in the full release one, but in the dev channel and probably I think the beta channel, you can just right click those widgets and just hit hide from taskbar without having to go into settings. But I think for everyone else, you have to go all the way into settings to do that. That's another just annoying thing that it just doesn't make sense of why. I know you're trying to make it simpler, or simpler if I can speak, but it's an annoying thing. I don't know why. You should just make it easy. Right click anything, you can hit hide from taskbar just like that. If anything is pinned to the taskbar, you right click it, you can hide it from taskbar and whatever other context stuff that show up. That's how it should just be, but it's not like that. Another thing with the taskbar, we're going over to the right side of the taskbar where you have all your system icons and things like that. The way, and I'm touching it right now, the way that you interact with your sound area and your quick actions, that is fine to me. They have fixed that a lot, but the calendar area thing, sometimes the calendar just starts off minimized, and I don't understand why the calendar comes up minimized sometimes. It takes getting used to because you have to sometimes re-maximize it to make it take up the space in the corner. The calendar, another thing that is annoying with it is it doesn't show any potential meetings that you have at first glance. Like if I'm clicking it right now, and it doesn't show, I have meetings set up this entire week, which is why it's been so busy. The calendar does not show that I have to visit some place or anything like that. It just shows the date. It just shows the calendar date, and that's it. And obviously the day of the week that it is. That is it. I kind of feel like if I have, today's the 26th of October recording it, if I have a meeting today, which I did, it should just have a drop down, like a little, a gradient drop down, kind of like how you see the Tuesday, October 26th. And I'll put a screenshot up for you guys to see what I'm talking about. It should just have a drop down underneath that October 26th. And it should just show you like a brief description of your meeting, what you wrote for your meeting on your calendar. That is all I expect from the calendar on that thing. Obviously, you should be able to open it up in order to do that, which you can. If you double click, actually, you know what? No, the calendar, you can't even open it up. I'm trying it now as we go. The calendar, when you click on a date, it doesn't open up. And this is in the dev channel. The dev channel is miles ahead, other than not having subsystem for Android support. The dev channel is ahead of everything else, and you can't double click any date on the calendar to just open up the calendar. You have to open up the start menu, start typing calendar, open up the calendar, and then you can see what's on your schedule or what you've typed in on the calendar, what day of the week it is, things like that. That's the only way you can see events on the calendar, and that's very annoying. That is very annoying. Now, this one, and I told you this is going to be a rambly video, so if you don't like rambly videos, I don't ramble much anymore, but I have to do it this time. The default browser issue. This one, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. The default browser issue, I use Brave as my main browser, right? And I just want everything to open up in Brave. I use Brave because of the anti-tracking features, the cryptocurrency, like things you can earn from it. You can earn like basic attention token stuff from just searching and using it. There's just some features that I like with Brave, but this is not about Brave. I just want to be able to set a default, a single default. Like if I go into my browser and I hit set as default, I don't want my browser to be opening up settings, the Windows settings, then go to the default apps and then change it to default. I just want it to be like how it was before. I want it to be, you click, do you want this to be your default browser? And if you hit yes for it, you confirm the prompt. Everything you do that relates to web automatically defaults to that browser. It should not be all of the separate extensions that you have to do. Currently, it opens up the settings app on Windows, and you have to click on every single thing that relates to a browser. HTML files, HTML files, SVG files, every single thing you have to check off, and you have to manually click on every single thing and set the specific browser you want to that extension is what I'm going to call it. That, extension, file extension. That's very annoying. I wanted to say another word. That's very annoying. It's just, why? And the other part is when any extension is preset to Edge, Microsoft Edge, I've noticed that as soon as you click on that to change it, it says, are you sure? Like it brings up even a different prompt, and it says, are you sure Edge is this and that? I'm sure. If I'm in this screen trying to change my browser, I'm sure that I want to change my browser. I worked in IT at a college. I worked in IT in various places. The type of people that I meet, they're not going to go into settings digging to change their browser. They just want to click the frontal prompt, and then they just want to say, yes, change that, and then it just does it. They don't want to be brought into settings, and then they're confused. They'd be confused onto like switching the browser, and I guess that's what Microsoft's trying to do, is they're trying to make so that way it deters you from changing your default browser because it's so annoying to do so. That's just annoying. I wanted to say petty, but I don't think that's the word for it. That's just annoying. Why? Why is this the case? I will never know. There's so much feedback in the feedback hub. I don't know. I know a little bit more than what the average person is because of the Windows Insider MVP program that I can't talk about. But why? There's so much feedback about that default browser thing. And I think they say they're working on it, or they're looking at it and looking at more feedback for it. But like, just change it. I don't understand. I'm just going to leave that as it is because you've seen a blog post talking about this specific thing. The final thing here, it's not really a major thing, but to me, it's a major thing as a creator. Taking a screenshot, then pasting it to save. So in Windows 10, and I don't know if it's currently in the normal releases of Windows 10, not an insider preview build. because I don't run anything that's normal anymore, which I probably should. Taking a screenshot and pasting it to save. I know Microsoft said they had some kind of issue with it, which is why they never re-implemented it, or then they took it out initially, but they never brought it back. And that's annoying because when I take a screenshot, let's say I'm trying to show you guys the calendar like I have to do. My process before, when you could do that, is I would just screenshot and just crop the calendar section, or you can hit that little thing and it automatically knows to detect that field that you want to highlight. Click that, take a screenshot, and then it would pop up in the clipboard, which is fine. And then all you'd have to do is just go into your file explorer before, Control V to paste, or just right click and then you can paste it. And then it would just be in that folder or place that you saved it, whether it's your desktop, wherever you want. You could just do it that way. Now, and I know that's how it was kind of before. Now, the screenshot process is just tedious. You know, you have to take the screenshot, obviously, and then you have to click on it on your clipboard, and you gotta hope you click it as soon as it's there before it goes away. Like it'll pop up on the bottom right corner of your screen. You want to click that, and then you will need to, it opens it up in Photos, and then from Photos, then you hit the file button, then you hit save or save as, and then, or the disk icon, and then you can choose where you want to save it. That's the process you have to go through for saving a screenshot. I use a very fast desktop PC that I built here. That's what I'm recording this on. And then I also use an M1 Mac Mini, which eventually won't be here anymore. It'll be upgraded to the new MacBook Pro M1 Max. But like, the process that Apple takes, and you guys know that I don't ever really highlight too much Apple, but I like what they do in certain things. Everyone has their purposes for using certain machines, and that's why I never tell anybody you should only go Windows, because not everybody needs Windows. Some people just need a Chromebook. Some people just use a Mac. If they have an iPhone, they can afford a Mac, just get a Mac, call it a day. But the way Apple makes it, yes, you can choose the command. I think it's Command Shift something 3 or something like that. And you take a screenshot. And then Command Shift 4, you can choose to highlight things with your screenshot. I like the Windows way, how they do it. But when you take that screenshot, it is automatically saved. It doesn't go to a clipboard. It doesn't do anything like that. It's automatically saved. There's no having to paste it anywhere or anything. It just skips the whole extra steps, and it's just saved, I think, into your screenshot folder or your desktop, wherever it is. That's the only thing you have to do with taking a screenshot. It's more straightforward. Even on Android, right? I use a Note 10 Plus, right? I've used it for years on Android and all mobile devices. When you take a screenshot, whatever the combination is for your phone, all you do is take the screenshot, and then it is automatically saved to your photo gallery, and that's it. Or on Android, if you want to, especially on Samsung devices, if you want to do more with it, you'll see it pop up, and you can just swipe down in your notification center, and then you can hit edit and edit it more like you would in Photos on Windows 10 and 11. But the Windows way of doing it makes absolutely no sense. I have no idea what the thought process for the screenshots. I don't know if anyone's thinking about the screenshotting part, because as a creator, this video is getting very long as is. As a creator, screenshotting and showing you guys examples of what I'm talking about is a core idea. You guys would be so lost if I never inserted screenshots in this whole video, which hopefully I do. Like, screenshotting is core, and for it to take me, for a 15-minute video, which is probably going to be, for it to take me like 4 hours to edit it for some reason, don't ask why. Part of it is the screenshot part, because I'm having to grab the screenshot, do all the steps to get to the screenshot, and then that's it. Or for the average user, if you're just trying to change your default browser because you don't like Edge, or you just have that preconceived notion of Edge and Microsoft Internet Explorer is terrible, if that's your thought process, it's not terrible anymore, in my opinion. Changing your default from Edge or anything Microsoft related is, I won't say it's impossible, but they're making it more and more annoying to do so, and that's terrible. Just keep it simple. That's my motto. Keep it simple, not overly simple, but keep it simple. Make it easy to get places, and they've done so well with making things easier to get through on Windows 11. But then they took away some of those things that just worked for all these years and decades for Windows 10 and 8.1 and 8. I've been doing this since Windows 8 days, since Windows 8 was coming out. They've taken away some of those things that have just been there for a while, and people actually do use, when especially me, in like that was in college, and I would see people using things in different ways. They just took it out, and it just makes no sense. Some of these things, some things yes, some things no, but please, Microsoft, this is a very long 16 minute video rambling, talking to you, the developers of Windows. Please, I would love an email, maybe, just to tell me why things are happening some way. I know bigger blogs, have probably better jurisdiction on being able to talk to you guys, but like, I just would love to just know what was the thought process between taking out certain things. What is the difficulty in putting those things back in? And then the browser issue, I kind of already know why you do what you're doing with that, but why? Like, why won't you just make it simpler? Tell the truth. I know you're a corporation, you won't tell the truth. That's just how it works for corporations, but still, please. All right, that's about it. I need to go change. I need to go shower, do some homework. Yeah, my name is Kwaku. If you want to talk to me more about this topic, Discord, Next Windows on Discord, you can just add me. Twitter, same thing. Instagram is there, same thing. It's only 2 followers on there, so feel free to do that. And then you can email me, nextgenwindows@gmail.com. All of that stuff is below for you to easily click on to get to. So let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. I know it's a rambly one. Hopefully you can just vent. You can just vent all your comments. I just want to see the sea of comments that will show up on this video. I don't care if it's negative or positive. I just want to see it. I'm curious. I don't really care what the comments say. Just as long as it's on the topic, I'm just curious. Is anyone else in my boat of what's going on here? I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.